Okay, so I'm gonna be spending a lot of time doing video-related stuff today on very little sleep, so I'm really sorry if that shows, but, anyway, the first of which is reacting to The Fault in Our Cutie Marks, and, yeah, Cutie Mark Crusaders episode in the middle of the second half of a season. I know the last time, that happened just went over really well with me, but, anyway, no sense in beating around the bush, so, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay.
So, Scootaloo's keeping Petunia busy like you asked. What did you two
Scootaloo
want to
forced to
talk
play in a
about?
sandbox.
I'm sure you get these questions all the
Those
time.
something in the face gags.
This is so awkward.
You're the expert, so we thought you'd have some
They're
insight into
experts
our
now.
daughter's new, cutie mark.
What's wrong? Obviously, we're both very proud of her and her cutie mark.
Despite its, unsettling nature.
Unsettling?
Okay, I hope they mean really unsettling, like, they probably won't, but... Oh, they do.
What you mean? Her mark doesn't bother you at all? Check out what we found! Look! A spiny-backed Ponosaurus! In our own backyard!
Oh, she did archaeology.
My very own! How cool is that? Oh,
She's an archaeologist.
Of course! What did you think she was gonna be? A pirate? Pirate? Why would we think that?
Oh, come on. Okay. One, you could have done a lot better than a pirate there. You didn't have to censor that down. I mean, come on. Two, her talent is just randomly digging and, just happening to find important bones wherever that is. Like, that's kind of stupid. Which, and nobody's gonna care, but even so... Hey. I don't know. Not sure what to think so far from that first scene. It had me there for a minute, but I mean...
Another successful cutie intervention!
And you didn't
Crusaders,
do
we don't
anything.
want to toot our own horn, but we've helped a lot of ponies figure out their purpose in life. Like Blue Note here. Nice saxophone, Blue Note!
Okay, so once in a blue moon to
Everywhere you look, there's a pony we've helped find a purpose.
now they're the town heroes who have helped everybody. I really hate when you do stuff like that off screen. I kinda do.
Effect on every pony since we discovered our destiny. And started helping other ponies discover theirs.
Everybody got that?
Any better or what? Now, Scootaloo, you do know there will always be challenges. Someday, some pony might even come to us with a problem that even we can't handle. Like, say...
In this episode.
Exactly. Like a griffin. But that's just crazy talk. Or not.
Eh. Okay. I really can't tell if this episode is like
You're darn tootin' it is. What do you think that griffin wants? I guess we
approaching
gotta ask
cleverness,
him, but aren't
or if
griffins
it's
supposed to be
just
kind of mean and cranky?
dense.
Crusaders, looks like we
It
gotta
just
step
doesn't know
careful.
what it's doing.
The Cutie Mark Crusaders! I can't believe it's really you!
Step carefully, and she just can't. I mean, it seems like.
Not cranky! Where in the blooming apples did you know who we are? Know who you are? No!
Okay, it seems like it wants to tell jokes, but I'm just not sure. Yeah.
From every pony in Ponyville.
We'll see.
I'm so excited to meet you, I could just explode. I'm Gabriella, but you can call me Gabby since we're friends now. Pleased to meet ya.
Okay, if I know anything about the name Gabby, it's usually supposed to signify that they gab a lot.
I'm just about the most excited any griffin that's ever been about anything. Excited? But whatever for? What for? What for? Every pony in town tells me of your amazing assistance. How you help ponies find their place in the world. It's a calling, and that's why I'm here. I need help too. I want you to give me a cutie mark. Can a griffin even get a cutie mark? I don't know.
And the fan
But I
base,
think we should probably find
I
out.
think, suddenly just perked up.
So,
Everybody's been wanting to ponder the nature of cutie marks.
why do you even want a cutie mark? It doesn't seem like a very Griffin-y thing to want. Right? You're telling me. I don't know if you've heard, but Griffins can be a little bit unfriendly. Most Griffins don't pay much attention to each other, and if they do, it's not, the good kind of attention. As for me, I'm just a little
Gilda
Griffin.
hasn't exactly been successful so far.
Makes me feel different.
Wait, are you supposed to be a Griffin derpy?
I'd do anything for any old Griffin in need. But it just always seemed like the harder I tried, the less I fit in. It wasn't until your friends came to Griffinstone that I realized some creatures actually like helping each other. And I saw something so awesomely awesome! How helping spreads from pony to pony and griffin to griffin. I knew then that I had to find out why I was so different from the other griffins. And I knew the answer just had to have something to do with those wonderful, amazing marks on the pony's flanks. And I admit, I became maybe a little obsessed. So, first chance I had to deliver a letter from Gilda, I took it, so I could find the perfect ponies to help me understand what those marks are. Every pony here told me one thing. I just had to see the Cutie Mark Crusaders. They've helped every pony here get their cutie marks, and I just knew that someday I'd have one too. A cutie mark of my very own.
And backstory.
All the way here. I want to find my own place in the world, and I know you can help me by giving me a cutie mark.
But you don't need a cutie mark for that.
Whenever you're ready. Did it happen yet? Not exactly. How about now? Gabby, I hate to break it to you, but it sounds like you might have heard some tall tales about what Crusaders can do. I mean, we are kind of awesome and all, but no pony can just give you a cutie mark. It just sort of happens. Though I'm pretty sure it doesn't happen to Griffins. Or if it does, we've never ever heard of it. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Sounds like a challenge. And who could be up to it but the world-famous Cutie Mark Crusaders? Cutie Marks, it's in your name and everything, right? Now I have to deliver Gilda's letter to Rainbow
World-famous.
Dash. I bet by the time I get back, you'll have it 100% figured out. Toodles for now.
Presumptuous.
Gonna get my cutie mark! What she wants. It's not possible, right? I don't know, but I know someone who just might.
I've read every book on the subject, and I've never read a thing about any creature other than a pony getting a cutie mark.
But Twilight, Gabby flew all the way here so we could help her. There's gotta
She
be
was
something
watching
we can do.
Lost Treasure of Griffinstone just off screen. I mean,
Whip up to make her mark appear?
surely you can do something for
I don't know
her.
if any of you remember, but using magic to get a cutie mark never really works out all that well.
Oh, right.
Oh, wait,
Crusaders,
I
I'm
thought
sorry.
only Apple Bloom was
While
there
I
for
can't
that
say
back
for
in
certain that it's
Call of the
utterly
Cutie when she was
impossible,
trying to make
the
one appear.
chances
Oh,
of
right,
Gabby
the
getting an
also
actual mark are
Zikora's thing.
pretty slim. Everything I've ever learned tells me it's just not gonna happen.
Oh no, poor Gabby. What the apples are we ever gonna tell her?
Then you have to figure out who you are the old-fashioned way.
Gabby really believed in us, and now we're gonna let her down. But what else
Okay.
can we do?
I should have laid out from the get-go that it's not going to
You know
happen.
what, Crusaders? So what? Maybe we can't help Gabby get a cutie mark, but we can still do what we're best at. We can help her find her purpose. And I reckon doing that is the same for griffins as it is for ponies, or any other creature in Equestria. All we have to do is be extra special clear with her. Like Crystal Empire clear.
And the message is going to get obscured, right? You already did that joke.
Wonderful Crusaders, I just know you figured out how to help me because you're all so incredible. Well, Gabby, we've talked it over, and we think we may just be able to help you out, but not exactly in the way you think. See, here's the thing about you getting a cutie mark. I'm getting a cutie mark!
This is getting a tad bit annoying.
Didn't let me finish! I think maybe that could have been clearer. Cutie mark! Cutie mark! Gonna get my cutie mark! Yahoo! She's still going. Any pony know if griffins ever get tired? What do you think my mark will be? A lightning erupting volcano. I don't care if it's a jar of marmalade.
Okay.
I know I'll love it, whatever it is. Hold on just a hoof step, Gabby. There's something we
I
need
know
to
they're
clear up.
supposed to be
We can
too
definitely help you find
enthusiastic,
your purpose, but
too
that
short in the
part's
attention span to
probably
listen,
not
but
gonna happen. What? It's true. Twilight's never heard of a creature other than a pony getting
yeah,
a cutie.
you kind of have to wonder how
Oh,
spacey someone has to be to.
You had me worried for a second. I mean, there's a first time for everything, right? And she didn't say it was impossible, right? Well, not exactly. Well, then if any pony can make it happen, it's you three. I mean, you haven't failed yet. You know what, Gabby? I promise we're gonna do everything we can to help you get your mark. Oh, it's gonna happen. I can feel it. And she's off again.
Why does she need to leave?
Something that just can't be done. I know what it's like to want something that's out of reach.
And
Just
you
because it
learn
hasn't
that
happened
that's
yet
not
doesn't mean
that
it
trying to
can't.
force it to happen is not the right idea. This episode is really starting to.
Alright, but where do we even start? Where we always do, with a good old-fashioned Crusaders chart.
Okay, like 99.9% guarantee that it's not going to happen with her getting a cutie mark, so why are we even wasting time on this notion?
Or how about singing? I just love to sing. La 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 la. Wow, I kind of wanted to
She's
try
still even
everything.
supposed to be good at
I don't
that?
even know what to pick. Don't worry, that's what we're here for.
Just like waits a second and then joins in.
You're chomping at the bit. You are here to find your purpose and a place you really fit. And until you find your place in life, you're never gonna quit. We can help you find the purpose in your life.
As I said before, yeah, like how spaced out a character has to be before you call the men in white coats.
My cutie mark's in sight. Crusaders, I won't let you down. I've just begun to fight. You're gonna help me find the purpose in my life. Got a job, it's just no fun. Call on me, I'll get it done. Cauldron stuck and needs a mitt. I'm the one who's got the fix. Help you teach
Right.
recalculus. Scrub the floors, won't make a fuss. Clearing calcs, just give a yelp. Raring to go, ready
She's good at
to
stuff.
help.
That's new. Okay.
See what you do best. Try it all, pick your fate and leave behind the rest. I'll try anything to get my cutie mark. Keep up with me, Crusaders. We're just getting our start. Rock your little ones to sleep while hanging up the sheets. I can help you with your heavy load. Walk Granny across the street. I'll run you round the faces fast. It's really no big feat. Can we help her find the purpose in her life?
Okay, I think some fans are really gonna be mad at this episode for essentially doing a Cutie Mark, an old Cutie Mark Crusaders plot, and just getting someone new for it now that the Crusaders can't do it like a total rehash, except with the approach of her being good at things. Okay, so now she's Mary Sue level good at things.
Now how are we gonna do this? Gabby's special purpose can't be everything, right? It may as well be. I don't know how we find what she's supposed to do when she can do it all. And if finding her purpose seems impossible, we can just forget about the whole Griffin getting a cutie mark thing, which is actually impossible. I never should have gotten her hopes up. I did it all! So, lay it on me, Crusaders. What's my purpose? And how do we get a mark on these here haunches? Gabby, we don't. Wait! What are you saying? We're saying that since you can do everything so amazingly well, we just can't figure out what one thing you're supposed to do. Gabby, we can't help you. But you're the world famous Cutie Mark Crusaders. I can't believe it. I
Trusted
don't
you?
believe it. Gabby,
Oh, well.
wait. We're sorry. We're so sorry. This is just awful. For the first time ever, the Cutie Mark Crusaders are Cutie Mark failures.
No, you. I mean, we should go back to all the times you didn't pull through on something, or
I thought
you
we could
failed
help
to do what you were trying to do.
Maybe that's just it. Maybe we can only help ponies. Or maybe we just plain failed. Failed? Then what do you call this? A cutie mark? What? You got your mark after all, even though we couldn't find your purpose? But what? Huh? How? And what does it mean? A cauldron? I don't know. Maybe it means my purpose is helping Sakura with potions. That was the first thing I tried. I guess it just took some time to appear. But here it is. This is
Okay, a fake cutie mark, I'm assuming, and
whatever we did worked.
okay, why would she even want that if
Oh, we've gotta go see
the
Twilight
idea is
right away.
finding the
She'll wanna
purpose,
know about
not the
this.
mark itself?
She needs to know about this. I bet she'll want to write a whole book about the very first
Okay, this is one of those
griffin
episodes that's spinning its heels through absolutely pointless technicalities and calling it problem solving.
Rainbow Dash asked me to pick up her answer to Gilda's letter. I better take care of that before I forget. Here's an idea. You head to the castle and I'll meet you there. Cutie mark and all. Toodles! Wow, can you believe it? We were able to help her get her mark after all. Come on, Crusaders, let's tell Twilight.
Gabby, you just missed her. She was in such a hurry she didn't even come in. Just dropped this letter and zoomed away.
Dear Crusaders, I'll never forget you. You really are every bit as awesome as I'd heard. I'm heading home to tell all the Griffins how you did the impossible by getting me my cutie mark. Toodles?
Wait a second. Cutie mark? You actually got a griffin, a cutie mark, for the first time in recorded history? You know what this calls for? A full-scale research project!
This makes no sense. Gabby didn't come in and show you her mark?
You have got to get Gabby back here right away. I have so many questions. Oh, I hope I have enough ink and paper
I have one question.
Weird.
To know
Gabby didn't show
why
Twilight her mark like she said she was gonna do.
bothering with any of
Something in
this.
this here applesauce smells kind of
Yeah, she faked her cutie mark.
Better
Come
find her and
on.
find out what's going on. Come on, Crusaders. Keep your eyes on the skies, ponies. Gabby can't have gone far. She's not in the air. She's right there. Gabby, hold up. We're coming.
Well, okay, if this episode doesn't get any better soon,
Dad, I just stopped to help this pony get out of the mud.
kinda hope it's a Neil DeSito episode because it's not bad for him, but otherwise.
Gabby, we're your friends. Why in Equestria are you running away from us? Running away? Oh, I'm not running away. I'm just, excited to show my lovely new cutie mark to everyone in Griffinstone. You mean the cutie mark that's running right off your flank? Yup, that's the one. I guess the one thing I'm really not good at is faking things. Wow, Gabby. Painting on a fake cutie mark to make yourself feel better? You must have been really upset. Sure, I was disappointed, but I didn't do it to make myself feel better. I wanted to make you feel better. I couldn't bear you three thinking you failed after you tried so hard to help. That's why I had to leave before your Twilight found out the truth. I'm sorry I wasn't honest with you. I'll just wing my way back to Griffinstone. Thanks for trying.
Hold on a
You don't
minute.
need to apologize for caring about how other ponies are feeling. I'm just sorry we couldn't come
Yes, we
through for you.
know, but
Hmm.
like the only thing
Maybe
she,
we can. Gabby, clean up and meet us at the Crusaders Clubhouse.
what is this? Just so was the mud thing just so they had the
I know
excuse
you
to
all
split up?
tried your very best, but I guess Griffins and cutie marks just don't mix. Maybe I don't even have a special purpose. Hang on a second. We were racking our brains trying to figure out your destiny until we remembered how every time you did something new, you tried to help every pony around you, even us.
She did.
How did it feel when you showed up with that fake mark, and the three of us thought we'd actually helped you? Well, I was really glad I helped you feel happier. So
special talent is
helping
being nice.
You might even say it's your purpose. But helping
Okay,
just
literally
feels good.
every job
It
is
doesn't
supposed
have
to
anything
help
do with what I'm supposed to
in
do
some
with my
way.
life, right? Gabby,
Yeah, you better get more
finding your
specific
special
here.
purpose doesn't have to be about being good at something. It's about feeling good about something inside.
And it looks like your destiny is a whole lot like ours. Helping others. And you don't need a symbol on your flank to know that.
But since we are the Cutie Mark Crusaders, we made you one anyway. Behold! Your very own Cutie Mark! Ta-da! We carved it to mark the moment we all figured out what you should do with your life.
But they look just like yours.
You can't mean... You bet we do! You're one of us now. Gabby, today we dub thee the very first Griffin member of the Cutie Mark Crusaders!
Okay. Problem there is that they didn't really have any bonding time. She just
Get a cutie mark,
But your
kept
symbols
building
are
herself
definitely
up to
like
how
helping others anyhow.
good at
I can't think of
helping her with her
anything more
problem they're going to be,
crusader
and
than
then, I mean, in fact, she was another character who refused to listen to anything they said, or
You sure have earned it.
didn't
And
realize
so
she was
have
supposed to.
Scootaloo, you're pretty amazing. Even though things look bleak, you still found a way to help Gabby in the end. Of course, helping's what we do, right?
Kind of dense too, but,
I am so grateful.
I'm gonna go home and do my very, very best to bring Cutie Mark Crusader values to Griffinstone. I promise.
Promise us one other thing, too? Come back soon!
Mm.
After all, you're a Crusader now. Crusaders forever, Crusaders forever!
yeah, okay, my initial fears were well-founded. Oh man. Who wrote this episode? Was it? But, I mean, that's, well, that's already a pretty, I guess, standard plot. Like, you can't do what we can do, but you, or have what we can have or something, but you're special anyway, and we're gonna make you one of us anyway, and, I mean, it's generic as can be, but, I mean, yeah, at least, you know, it can be a nice gesture, I mean, to, you know, that you don't, somebody, just the basic concept, somebody doesn't have to, have exactly what you have, or even be able to do exactly what you can do to show them kindness. I mean, that's not, like, that's not even enough to really be called, like, a moral anymore, but I mean, it's an inherently pleasing idea, so, you know, you could at least maybe, I just saw who wrote it. Okay, but you could at least, you know, maybe squeeze some kind of passion, some kind of drama out of it. I mean, if they'd gone, like, for just a little bit of drama there and done a solid job, I mean, I'm usually a skeptic, but I mean, I couldn't begrudge them a little bit of it, but, you know, it was just so pedestrian, and it's another Ed Valentine episode, and I'm starting to feel sorry for him, because, I mean, he's been, like, posting on Twitter, just like, oh, my new episodes, I'm like, dude, oh, that's great, but you're really that excited because you did that? Like, oh, man. And this time it seemed like he was trying to go for some enthusiasm, trying to, like, make jokes at the beginning, and trying to create a fun character, but, I mean, it's starting to seem like he just doesn't quite get it. Like, I don't know, I don't want to, like, just spend time trashing the guy too much. And to be fair, this is the better of his 2 episodes. I mean, I guess it's just kind of a mixed one, like, whether it's worth it or not. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna say mixed as in, well, my official rating mixed, like, that, yeah, there's some good, some bad things in it, but, enough good things to, if you want to, yeah, go ahead and check it out. It'll give you something for your time. Like, what did I say that about, Newbie Dash, and, the one where Pinkie Pie knows, and something else I'm not thinking of right now, a couple other things, but, anyway, there's, and 28 pranks later, but, yeah, I don't know, like, honestly, though, I mean, I can't even remember, not even really sure that was worth anyone's time. Like, I might even just go straight up neutral on whether it's worth your time or not. I mean, I don't know. I'll have to think about that one a little bit more. But, I don't know. Just like the Griffin, you know, so optimistic that she refuses to consider that maybe it's just not going to happen, period. You know, that can be appealing, but again, like, that didn't really come through in, like, the character interactions and things happening to her. Just she had the same reaction every time, the same gimmicky, over the top, in one ear, out the other reaction. And she's like Robin Williams and Flubber, just the professor who's so absent-minded for the sake of the plot. He forgets everything. He's supposed to somehow be blameless, even though he's so forgetful that he should probably be in some kind of a ward. But I don't know. Not much more to say about it. I mean, they kind of dragged us through a plot just all about, like, pondering things that we kind of already know what the result's going to be. Just, like, not really, like, getting into themes of what insecurities people have, or dealing with how people deal with these life lessons, these moments where they find out that life isn't always going to be easy on them, or isn't always going to grant their every wish, but instead just dragging us through pointless semantics, pointless technicalities. Maybe she can get a Cutie mark. Let's try it and see what happens. Hey, maybe we shouldn't make her think that the impossible thing is going to happen. Like, well, maybe we should. Maybe we shouldn't. Just, okay, so as you gathered, I did not feel like there was a whole lot of there was much point to watching this, but I mean, it was almost entertaining in moment. Like, it's definitely better than Carts Before the Ponies, and I mean, I get, well, because at least it didn't straight up repeat itself, even though it kind of just used gimmicks and transparent gimmicks to keep the plot going, but, yeah, I'm leaning towards just, like, straight up thumb sideways. Like, not gonna say it's worth your time, not gonna say it's not, but, you know, that, no, as Gene Siskel said, nobody wants to see a thumb sideways movie in that case, and episode in this one, but, so, yeah, I might just say for now that, okay, unless, well, what am I saying? If you watch the reaction video, you've already seen it, but, yeah, like, unless somebody just somehow thinks there was something in the description here that's just really, really, really something they want to see, yeah, thumb sideways, and nobody wants to see thumb sideways, so. Alright, yeah, that's all I got. I can only go on so long about disappointment, but anyway, hope you're having a good week, and I'll talk to you later.